Here are some basic tips on getting started with Gmail. Gmail is no longer separated out from Google. So you're basically signing up for a Google account under which you'll have Gmail, Google Maps, and a YouTube account, Google Drive, and all the pieces that go with Google. So you don't have to use any of those, but you now just need to sign up for a Google account. And that is found at accounts.google.com. You can also type in gmail.com and it'll just push you to this page. So one of the great things about Gmail is you can use it with just about any email address. I like to say as long as you have the password to an email address, you can generally check it in Google. You can also, of course, use an @gmail.com email address. And so the way to set that up, to get started, is to come to this page at accounts.google.com, click on Create Account, and then that's going to ask you to fill out a couple of things, and it's going to let you choose your username. As you start to type in here, it'll tell you if that name is available or taken. So go through this process, click that, and it'll set up your new account. I'm going to hop into an existing account I have to show you some specifics. So if you want to use your own Gmail or your own, non-Gmail address in Gmail, you're going to go to the Settings tab or the gear here and click Settings. That's going to bring you here to this General tab in Settings. From there, you want to go to Accounts and Import. And here you'll be able to, right here, add another email address that you own. That's going to open up a new window, and you're going to type in the email address here, and then on the next screen it's going to ask you for things like your password, and then also what is called a port or an SMTP server. You're going to need to probably search a minute to find that. If your email is provided through GoDaddy or someone like that, they have standard information they use, and you can find it very easily either in GoDaddy. Their support is great to help, or you can even just Google GoDaddy to Gmail or GoDaddy SMTP settings or whatever it specifically asks you for, and it's pretty easy to find. So and again, no matter who your email provider, who your email address or domain name is set up with, you can probably contact them as well as easily search through that provider and Gmail account and find that information. So click through and do that, and then your email address is going to show up here. So and it'll be automatically checked by Google and in your Google dashboard. So one of the cool things from within that you can do, and I love this setting, says when replying to a message, you can select what you want. So you can always reply from the same address, which is one that I love because if you're managing multiples, you can always reply back from the same address that it was sent to. Or if you're trying to get rid of maybe an old email address, you can check this, always reply from default address, and then all your replies are always going to come from that same email address, so you can start to wean off maybe an old email address as people start replying back and forth to the new email address. So there's tons of cool settings in here. I'm not going to go through those on here because I'm just trying to get you set up on the basics. There are other videos available on my blog or on a YouTube channel that show you how to do some advanced uses.